Welcome to the virtual commencement ceremony for the Carthage Class of 2020. What a spring semester this has been. I know that this is not the ceremony we expected to have on May 23rd, 2020. We all want to be together. You want to celebrate together with your fellow graduates and your many faculty mentors. That is very much the way we want this moment to be, and the way this moment should be. So let me say here and now, that moment will come, and we look forward to it. Today we gather together because this moment remains a wonderfully joyous one. Through your hard work, you have achieved your degree, and that is cause for great celebration. Congratulations to all of our graduates. We begin with an invocation from our campus pastor and director for the Center for Faith and Spirituality, the Reverend Kara Baylor.
Thank you, President Swallow. Each year, I look forward to planning the traditional Interfaith Baccalaureate with the Student Committee, celebrating the diverse faith journeys of graduating students. Although we could not hold the service this year, the theme we had planned was just as fitting today, metamorphosis, reflecting on how you had changed over the last 4 years. How you've grown up, how much better you have come to understand and express yourself, how much you have changed in just 4 years. Take this moment to recognize how you have grown. You have discovered new talents. You have discovered new passions. You have discovered the importance of curiosity and that there are times you must ask yourself tough questions. You have discovered your inner strength and your ability to navigate changes. You have discovered how to blaze your own path to make the most out of difficult circumstances. It is funny how we say that we don't want things to change, but change inspires discovery, and discovery inspires metamorphosis. Your time at Carthage has given you tools you need to navigate life and all the twists and turns that will come with it. Carthage will remain a piece of your life that you will look back on and remember what you are capable of accomplishing. The world faces uncertain times, and Carthage students will lead the way to a better and more resilient world for the common good of all. Please pray with me. God of grace, we give you thanks for this day and for your promise to accompany us all on this journey of life. Today we celebrate the Carthage Class of 2020 and are grateful for the friendships between classmates, the mentorship received from faculty, and the ever-present support of staff that has brought us to this day. Grant those in the Carthage Class of 2020 courage in this challenging time to know that they have gifts and skills to share with the world. Grant them curiosity to continue to seek knowledge and to ask big questions about how they can become better humans. Grant them compassion to do all things, not just for the sake of themselves, but for the sake of your whole creation. Bless our time together this day. In Christ's name I pray. Amen.
Thank you, Pastor Kara, for your opening prayer. We welcome our graduates, our faculty and staff, and their family members and friends who are watching this ceremony from their homes around the world. We are so glad you are able to join us in this way. At this moment, we are all, virtually, together. Thousands of people who have supported our graduates through their time at Carthage. Let's pause here to thank the families and friends, the siblings and the cousins, the grandparents and the neighbors who helped our graduates prepare for college, succeed in college, and graduate from college. When our graduates needed help, you lent a hand. When our graduates needed someone to empathize, you lent an ear. You know that college is not just about the now for our graduates, but about the rest of their lives. You know that the significance and purpose that our graduates have developed is just the beginning. That is why you supported them. Let us thank this community of support for their vital role in the conferral of degrees that will come. Next, I would like to introduce the Class of 2020's faculty speaker. Graduating seniors voted earlier this month and overwhelmingly selected Greg Barron, Assistant Professor of Management and Marketing. Professor Barron came to Carthage in 2017 from SC Johnson, headquartered just north of our campus in Racine, Wisconsin. There, he most recently served as Senior Vice President for New Business Development. An active community leader, he is president of both the Racine County Economic Development Corporation and the Racine County Opportunity Center. Professor Barron has shown enthusiasm for teaching, dedication to his students, and determination to bring new opportunities to Carthage, such as our new graduate business track in sports management. Please welcome Professor Barron.
Thank you for the opportunity to address you today at your virtual commencement. While I wish we were together in person, I appreciate being able to talk to you while you're in your homes, celebrating with your families. Throughout our lives, we often recall significant events or moments with, "Remember where you were when this happened?" Years from now, you will vividly recall COVID-19 and link the experience to your final months at Carthage. You will recall how you felt, how you handled yourself, and what you learned through this crisis. No doubt you have felt some frustration, anger, and even loss, given how your final semester played out. While it is important to authentically recall key events in our lives, we get to choose our attitude going forward regarding these external events. Lean into the learning opportunities associated with our challenges and develop your perspective on globalization and interconnectedness, ethics and equity around healthcare delivery, and contemplate what really matters. Learn and gain strength from your personal adaptation, your resiliency, and your positive and hopeful outlook. Today is certainly a day to be mindful of the gift of gratitude. As you reflect on your Carthage journey, be grateful for those who have supported you along the way. Practicing gratitude is strongly associated with greater health and happiness. I hope that you are thinking about the friendships that you have developed on campus, in your residence halls, in the classrooms, and through your participation in clubs, organizations, and other activities. Do not take those relationships for granted. Be intentional. Be sure to tell your closest friends how much they matter to you and that you're going to work hard to nurture and develop those relationships for the rest of your lives. Reach out to the professors who have made a difference and tell them that you valued their mentorship, hard work, and contribution to your learning. Tell them that they challenged you and that their kindness mattered. Most importantly, be sure to thank your family for their continuing love and support and for always having your back. Thank them for helping you through the difficult times and for celebrating your many successes and achievements. Your graduation marks the culmination of an amazing amount of dedication and effort, self-discovery, and academic achievement. You have developed skills, grown from a wide range of experiences, and mastered difficult concepts. I imagine that you are leaving Carthage as a very different person than you were the day you first arrived on campus. A better person, a stronger person, stronger intellectually, stronger emotionally, a person ready to take on important challenges and effect change in our neighborhoods, workplaces, and broader communities. The Carthage mission statement speaks directly to this challenge, the challenge of becoming a change agent. There are two compelling principles in our mission statement that are especially relevant on your graduation day, as we envision your future and the positive impact you are most certain to have. Our mission states that Carthage challenges students to become builders of a just and compassionate world by immersing them in an educational experience that offers exposure to the full breadth of existence on Earth. And perhaps the most important call to action, Carthage prepares students for lives of service and progression to leadership by providing opportunities to give of themselves and help others, locally, nationally, and internationally. So, what about this world that awaits you that will benefit tremendously from your skills, energy, urgency, and ideas? What does this world look like today? Well, with respect to freedom, 80% of the world's people live in areas where religious freedom is highly restricted. Regarding living standards, 55% of the world's population does not have access to a safely managed sanitation system, and 29% do not have safe drinking water free from contamination. Reviewing the world's wealth, nearly half of the world's population struggles to meet basic needs and lives on less than $5 US per day. And finally, regarding education, only 7% of the world's population holds a college degree. And today, you join this small, fortunate, and advantaged group, the top 7%. You now walk among the most highly educated people in the world. With privilege comes much responsibility. Responsibility to use your education and skills wisely, to focus your passion and energy in a positive manner, to be selfless and care about others, and to champion innovations that will help our world. Our communities are counting on you to do amazing things. Congratulations on your graduation, and very best wishes for a meaningful life, a life full of purpose, fulfillment, and impact. Now, I would like to invite President Swallow back to the stage to introduce the class of 2020's Distinguished Senior.
The winner of the 2020 Distinguished Senior Award excels in academics and exemplary leadership in the Carthage community and beyond. Today, I have the honor, privilege, and pleasure of introducing this year's Distinguished Senior Award recipient and the class of 2020 commencement speaker, Kamren Smith. Those who know Kamren recognize that this two-sport athlete is every bit as committed in the classroom as on the track and football fields. Cassie Lau, Associate Professor of Accounting, Finance, and Economics, remarked, "My life has been enriched through my interactions with Kamren over his years at Carthage. He is an unusually contemplative young man who warms hearts when he smiles." Kamren truly represents a distinguished senior. Strong character, drive, insightfulness, and compassion. In his distinguished senior application, Kamren stated, "Anything can be accomplished with sheer hard work. We all face our own struggles, but with determination and the tools Carthage provides us, we can all change the world." If Kamren's achievements at Carthage are any indication, he is well on his way to being the change the world needs, now more than ever. Without further ado, please welcome Kamren Smith.
Let me start off by saying welcome. Welcome to all the mothers and fathers, to the grandmothers and grandfathers, brothers and sisters. Welcome to all other relatives and even the friends watching today. I want to personally take the time to thank President Swallow and his wife Kamren, the faculty and staff, EVS personnel because they never get enough love, and most importantly, my parents for all the love and support you have given me throughout the years. And of course, the stars watching today, welcome, Carthage College Class of 2020. A commencement speech can be about a plethora of things, but instead of stating old cliche quotes and lecturing about why you should follow your dreams, I've decided to use this moment as a time for encouragement and reflection. I think the class of 2020 would be in agreement with me when I say it's been a wild ride, especially these last few months having witnessed unprecedented times. I want to let it be known that I wish everyone here today good health and wellness. And for those of you who have friends and family members who are victims of COVID-19, my thoughts and prayers go out to you and your loved ones. I hope you all feel the overwhelming support that the Carthage community has for you. But if there's one thing these recent events have taught us, it is the resilience that this year's graduating class has. During these last few months, we have learned to adapt and power through times of hardship even more so than before. This experience has equipped us with skills like flexibility and strength. And in my eyes, this is the true identity of the class of 2020. And I'm sure I speak for all of us when I say the abrupt ending to our senior year, sorry, Mom, flat out sucks. But instead of spending these next few minutes upset about what has transpired over the last few months, seniors, let me put your minds at ease by saying, we've made it. It felt great to say that. We've made it. Bills, here we come. Speaking about bills though, you know, as a kid, I always dreaded the idea of being an adult. But at the same time, I couldn't help but think, gosh, my parents are so cool. I mean, how did they always act so confident? And how did they always know what they were doing? How did they always have the answers to the strangest and most random questions? However, now, as I grow older, I realize more and more that most adults have no idea what they're doing either. The truth is, we are all trying to figure it out as we go through life. I guess what I'm trying to say here is that life is scary, and life may always be scary. But my father always told me to never let that fear control you. I mean, hey, if that guy who always falls asleep in the back of the classroom can do it, then so can we. And as for the guy who falls asleep in class, a good friend of mine once told me, 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on. I'm kidding. I know. Probably not the best joke, but that's okay. I'm more of an all-state kind of guy anyways. But honestly, the fact that we've arrived at this moment is just a testament to our determination to persevere. I mean, just look at all the things we've survived along the way. We've survived every college meltdown we've ever had. We've survived what seems like multiple Lentz and Den Hart basement floodings. We've survived 4 whole years of hazardous lake effect. A polar vortex, might I add. And on a more recent note for some of us, thesis. And just like all these things, we too shall survive COVID-19. And with graduation, there will always be things that we will miss, like no more waiting in line for an hour and 15 minutes at Starbucks to order a tall chocolate chip frappuccino with a double shot of espresso. No more walking to class down Campus Drive where during the winter it feels like an eternity, but during the spring it couldn't possibly last long enough. I know we will all miss Benita's random comments while walking in and out of the caf, or even mod sticks at 2 a.m. But I know what we will all miss most, waiting for the shuttle. Of course. But the beauty of all those experiences is that they didn't last forever. I mean, could you imagine being in a constant loop of the same memory over and 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 over? You get my point. You'd probably go insane. See, the idea that nothing lasts forever is what makes these memories so valuable. Because if things went on forever, these memories would be taken for granted and it would just be another forgotten day. So, Going forward, I encourage you all to embrace the little things in life, because when we look back on all our memories, it will be the small things you never realized that end up meaning the most. See, 4 years ago, when I first stepped onto campus, I knew the day would eventually come when I would have to move on. And although I may be leaving, I am not leaving empty-handed. You see, Carthage has gifted me with the wealth of knowledge, new skills, and new lessons that have made me a more well-rounded individual. But I am happy to say I'm leaving with something far greater than just that. I am leaving with the experiences, and more importantly, the friendships and memories I have shared with you all. I am leaving here touched by every one of you and the entire Carthage community. I have seen my friends, my future colleagues, and my former classmates that I've looked up to for the past 4 years blossom into remarkable individuals. And I am just as excited to see what the future brings for each of us as I am the memories we've created along the way. So if you think that even for a second, I will let COVID-19 impede the wonderful experiences I've had at Carthage, you are greatly mistaken. And since we have all lost out on opportunities these past few months, whether it be losing a job, missing a planned event, or even just missing the chance to create those last few memories with your friends here at Carthage, I encourage you all to stay flexible and to maintain the strength that our hope provides us during times of hardship. Because life does go on. And as long as we don't give up, new opportunities will present themselves and memories that will last a lifetime will be made. So I ask you to trust in hope, because hope is not something we can see. Hope is something you believe. And I believe that the future is bright for every one of us. I want to wish everyone good luck with their careers and lives at the Carthage, and I hope you all party hard when this is over, because we've all earned it. Thank you.
Thank you, Kamren, for that wonderful message. My name is David Timmerman, and I serve as Carthage College's Provost and Chief Academic Officer. I would like to congratulate the members of the class of 2020 on their achievements during this unprecedented time. Your flexibility, determination, and grit truly represent what it means to be a Carthaginian. President Swallow, it is my pleasure and honor, on behalf of the faculty of Carthage College, to present to you the candidates for the degree of Master of Music in Music, Theater, Vocal Pedagogy. Will the candidates at home please stand?
Through the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Carthage College, I confer upon you the degree of Master of Music in Music, Theater, Vocal Pedagogy, granting you all the rights and privileges pertaining thereunto, and present you with the diplomas as permanent recognition of your attainment. Dean Ness will now announce the candidates.
Kayla Marie Bingen. Raven Monique Dockery. Rita Nicole Gentile. Thomas James Novak. Kristen M. Singer.
Mr. President, the inaugural Master of Music in Music, Theater, Vocal Pedagogy, Class of 2020. Congratulations. President Swallow, it is my pleasure and honor, on behalf of the faculty of Carthage College, to present to you the candidates for the degree of Master of Science in Business Design and Innovation. Will the candidates at home please stand?
Through the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Carthage College, I confer upon you the degree of Master of Science in Business Design and Innovation, granting you all the rights and privileges pertaining thereunto, and present you with the diplomas as permanent recognition of your attainment. Dean Easley will now announce the candidates.
Stephen Cole Adriansen. Maham Ali. Elena Venetia Arrington. Moaso Jogi Boomba. Dallas Dobbins Clevenger. Caitlin Mary Dano. Eric Connor Freeman. Madeline Margaret Gronsett. Lydia Kieswetter. Sarah J. Lyman. Lafayette Gonza McGarry.
Mr. President, the Master of Science in Business Design and Innovation Class of 2020. Congratulations. President Swallow, it is my pleasure and honor on behalf of the faculty of Carthage College to present to you the candidates for the degree of Master of Education. Will the candidates at home please stand?
Through the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Carthage College, I confer upon you the degree of Master of Education, granting you all the rights and privileges pertaining thereunto, and present you with the diplomas as permanent recognition of your attainment. Dean Easley will now announce the candidates.
Luz E. Cartagena. Joanne Mary Charon.
Brittany Lynn Chase.
Joseph Daniel DeLeo. Daniel Doncel Martin. Stacy Mabel Galvez La Parra. Patrick Joseph Gerdakis. Monica Esther Gonzalez Ruiz. Sarah Lynn Gordon. Patricia Elizabeth Habercorn. Danielle Lindsay Melotte. Dexter Molinaro. Janelle April Overrocker. Christina M. Reef. Paula Ruiz Santamaria. Enrique Sanchez de Lozar. Tara Catherine Cisco. Kaylin Aaron Steinmetz.
Chad Michael Tura.
Ririko Yonikura. Hannah Rose Yankee.
Mr. President, the Master of Education, Class of 2020, congratulations. President Swallow, it is my pleasure and honor on behalf of the faculty of Carthage College to present to you the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Nursing. Will the candidates at home please stand?
Through the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Carthage College, I confer upon you the degree of Bachelor of Science in Nursing, granting you all the rights and privileges pertaining thereunto, and present you with the diplomas as permanent recognition of your attainment. Nursing graduates, I hope you are wearing your graduation caps. Please now move your tassel from the right side to the left to signify the attainment of your bachelor's degree. Dean Easley will now announce the candidates.
Rachel Abigail Alley.
Jasmine Arcos. Caitlin Alexandra Davis Autenreith. Grace Caroline Boster. Claudine Bryan. Regime Reyes Kanda. Julia Joan Ebel. Nicholas Christopher Ferris. Ain Francis Gaffney. Sarah Elizabeth Grabowski. Michaela Rose Grunzy. Bailey Megan Hyatt. Molly Rose Jessen. Amaya Jada Johnson. Rachel Ann Johnson. Deanne Marie Jones. Tanner Bruce Jones. Jessica Elizabeth Klinsevich. Emma Mary Kopetke. Olivia Leon Kretlow. Paige Loretta Lauer. Callie Carol Ann Lindsay. Aliliwa Marie Hofer Mbise. Michael Alfredo Montes. Rosaretta Norelia. Jennifer Joyce Overstreet. Joseph William Paver. Ashley Rose Plouffe. Kirsten Margaret Reed. Savannah Ray Reamer. Erica Cody Salonga. Jocelyn Sanchez. Sarah Beth Schiltz. Nicole Diana Solis. Rachel Lee Stokes. Stephanie E. Stowe. Edgar G. Tejas. Elizabeth Lucia Thompson. Annalise Gabrielle Voiles. Declan James Weaver. Holly Catherine White. Alante Savion Williams. Deborah Grace Wood.
Mr. President, the Bachelor of Science in Nursing, Class of 2020, congratulations. President Swallow, it is my pleasure and honor, on behalf of the faculty of Carthage College, to present to you the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Arts. Will the candidates please stand?
Through the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Carthage College, I confer upon you the degree of Bachelor of Arts, granting you all the rights and privileges pertaining thereunto, and present you with the diplomas as permanent recognition of your attainment. I hope you are wearing your graduation caps. Graduates, please now move your tassel from the right side to the left to signify the attainment of your bachelor's degree. Deans Easley, Ness, and Burns will now announce the candidates.
Daphne Marie Adamson. Brooke Nicole Alfano. Vanessa Rose Alanak. Jacob Michael Ullard. Benjamin Lee Alt. Karina Alvarado. Thomas Foster Alwyn. Sarah Irene Amburn. Celestine Elise Ananda. Ainsley Gray Anderson. Madeline Margaret Anderson. Marcus Reed Anderson. Trevor D. Anderson. Diana Antonio. Aaron Ann Applegate. Christopher Jonathan Arbor. Alejandra Arcos. Caitlin Marie Arnasius. Matea Marie Arndt, Leslie Arriaga, Paula Arriaga, Brielle Grace Autry, Theodore John Azar, Kendall C. Bacon, Patricia Margarita Baker, Emily Dolores Barrera, Nicholas J. Bartel, Amanda Kathleen Barthel, Anna Bartowitz, Capel Baskarin, Jordan Connor Beasley, Chance Kenneth Beatty, Heather Christine Beckman, Luke Edward Beckman, Maxwell Scott Banky, Megan Elizabeth Barrett, Christy Ann Bell, Michaela Bell, Erin Lydia Benner, Willem T. Berglund, Richard Charles Bergstrom, Margaret Rose Berrigan, Jack H. Bebo, Rachel Nicole Bicknace, Annalise Eleanor Biddle, Lindsay Diana Bielinski, Adam Edward Bewer, Megan Mary Bewer, Diana Marie Bindelli, Marco Carmelo Benatti, Zachary James Behringer, Chatty Bram Bitter, Brett Alexander Bocciardi, Tyler James Bohack, Aaron Jacob Bollinger, Devin Ann Booth, Nicole McGrath Bauman, Jackson William Boyd, Eric Joseph Braum, Mareed Teresa Brown, Tiffany Renee Brown, Michael Joseph Bucaro, Brenda Ann Bullimore Heisel, Cassie Jo Boomba, Elizabeth Kayway, Edinson Jordan Calix, Joseph Daniel Callies, Matthew Joseph Carlin, Monica Carrasco, Juana Alandi Pereira, Christopher John Casey, Megan Anna Casey, Samantha Noelle Cervantes, Michaela Alyssa Chumbly, Zachary Nolan Compton, Allison Shea Conklin, Caitlin Christine Conklin, Krishawn Patrick Cook, Riley Joseph Cook. Catherine Elizabeth Cooper. Brody Farrell Cornell. Victoria Margaret Corrado. Sarah Parker Catone. Mackenzie Valentina Cunard. Megan Elizabeth Coy. Emily Alexandria Kramer. Elena Christine Cressy. Catherine Rose Cullinan. Ryan Brianna Cunningham. Adam Zachary Curtis. Elena Faith Daig. Katya Damanic. Kyle Jordan Damon. Savannah Francine Dotolo. Ryan Anthony Davalos. Sean Kenneth Davis. Laura Elizabeth De Rosales. Ashley Marie DeLay. Kelsey Ann Dano. Nicolette Antonia Delmonico. Nicholas Martin Del Negro. Amani Scott Dennis. Adam J. Densberger. Adon Abel Diaz. Amanda Marie Doherty. Elizabeth Dopke. Alyssa Renee Dowell. Leah Elizabeth Dreyer. Elise Noel Dye. Caitlin Eastman. Caroline Rose Egan. Haley Ray Ellers. Ryan Thomas Ehrenfried. Haley Sue Engelbrecht. Jesus Antonio Enriquez. Frank Dominic Esposito. Ivan Esquivel. Francesca Joy Estation. Rachel Elizabeth Fanella. Gianna Marie Fanelli. Miles Aaron Farley. Taylor Elizabeth Fauble. Matthew Anthony Ferraro. Eleni Vita Fialo. Emma Fallon Fig. Allie Marie Fine. Morgan Alexandra Fingerson. Kim Leanne Flannery. Jessica Lynn Fletcher. Carrie McKinnon Flett. Mayra Flores. Richard Flores. Sarah Forbes. Chandler Joseph Borg. Ashley Marie Franklin. Andrew Michael Freem. Alexandra Lee Fry. Dakota James Foose. Brian Allen Galassini. Gwendolyn Jean Gannon, Bridget Raylene Garcia, Trisha Marie Garcia, William Aaron Gast, Thomas Luick Gaudio, Andrew Michael Golick, Frankie Carmine Gazzano, Justin Thomas Jadanik, Natalie Rose Gelberg, Riley Margaret Gagan, Salvatore Frank Jettesy, Joshua Gregory Jarovac, Antoine McKinley Givens, Gunnar Jensen Getz, Ariana Lee Goldstein, Nicholas Alexander Gonzalez, Miranda J. Gort, Aridios John Goriotis, Clarence Dante Graham, Jack Jensen Graham, Julie Ann Grant, Brandon Lee Gray, Ruth Gray, Hannah Nadine Gregory, Nolan Grandville Grogan, Jonathan June Grollo, Matthew Guloy, Lydia Alexandra Hazel, Ian Thomas Hagan, Brandon Alexander Hannock, Joseph Todd Hansen, Devin Harrison, Samantha Nicole Harrison, Michael Christian Hausman, Cooper Jordan Hawkins, Deja Maria Hawthorne, Caleb Allen Hayes, Brody Allen Hegeman, Sophia Hope Henderson, John Michael Hennessy,
Aaron Charles Henry, Ashley Megan Hermans, Brianna Camille Hernandez, Annie Elizabeth Hester, Darian M. Hiller, Ashley Marie Hinkle, Sienna Rose Hirsch, Joshua Andrew Hoffman, Brady Peter Holbach, Mariah Nicole Honeck, Shi Hong, Galvin Charles Hoops, Rihanna Leah Ritzai, Lauren Ray Hucker,
Joshua Andrew Huffman,
Catherine M. Hujar, Tyler J. Huss, Alyssa Imbury, Haley Lauren Imler, Brandon William Ingalls, Cameron William James. Megan Louise Janiak. Matthew Eric Janota. Emma Geronimus. Cynthia Janet Jimenez. Maria Joby. Lene M. Johnson. Caitlin Dorothea Johnson. Jacqueline Ernestine Norma Jones. Barbara Ann Giuliano. Madison Lee Kalber. Gavin Lee Kaepernick. Shannon Ann Mary Kafura. Autumn Renee Kalis. Maxim Kaliniak. Nathan Paul Kamprath. Anthony James Caprellian. Jacob Thomas Kassler. Emmett John Katzer. Shannon Kathleen Kabasek. Jordan David Kadrowski. Blake Aaron Kellerman. Carter Reed Kensinger. J.C. Jean Kent. Joy Kittero. Keith Allen Kikuchi. Zachary Jacob Kimmel. Dylan Mark Kingery. Nicole Kipnietich. Jamie Elizabeth Clyde. Alyssa Marie Klein. Sean Patrick Klein. Brianna Renee Closter. Matthew Theodore Klutcharch. Rachel Marie Knudsen. Jordan Knudsen. Faye Rose Kabernick. Chloe A. Keppen. Ashley Faith Kohler. Peter Michael Kosinski. Megan Bailey Katurba. Margaret Catherine Kowalski. Grace Catherine Kozacek. Olivia May Kronboka. Ryan L. Kramer. Catherine Ann Kramer. Kyle Patrick Kursak. Brittany Nicole Cruza. Alexis Marie Jean Kuhn. Sydney L. Coomer. Keith Jackson Kutzler. Karen Lynn Kozelka. Daniel Victor Kozinski. David Lehigh LaRosa. Jacob Edward Labator. Alyssa Ann Lacey. Madeline Rose Lambert. Emily Caroline Lanahan. Joshua Andrew Lang. Cheyenne L.C. Lang. Adam Joseph Larson. Levi Chandler Latos, Megan Elizabeth Lau, Ellie Lynn LeCount, Angelina Magdalena Ledesma, Heather Ann Lee, Robert Lee, Rachel Lesh, Owen Jameson Luer, Melody Lewis, Latora Ann Lazat, Emily Lima, Lauren Lindahl, Callan Morgan Lindblom, Emily Long, Shannon Therese Long, Tabitha Marie Long, Alejandro Lopez, Alina Fabiola Lopez, Valeria Lopez, Caleb Aslan Love, Emma Luzak, Catherine Maureen Lumsden, Sinclair Elizabeth Lenardi, Ethan Starr McKender, Maria Billy McGallen, Riley Patrick McGuire, Grant Mahant, Marissa Alessandra Maldonado, Alexis M. Malka, Sarah Alexandra March, Kristen Ann Marks, Chris Edward Markwick, Freddie Martinez, Samantha Michelle Martinez, Gloria Ellen Maru, Megan Elizabeth Moss, Peter J. Matson, Nicole Amelie McCarthy, Claire Noel McCauley, Matthew Timothy McClelland, Caitlin Marie McComb, Gianna Marie McGuire, Catherine Angel McKinnon, Molly Catherine McQueenie, Sarah A. Medina, Ricardo Medina, Allison Christine Meeker, Jonathan Efrain Menendez Ornelas, Cassie J. Menino, Joseph Andrew Merchant, Nicholas Vincent Messinio, Jack G. Myers, Caitlin Ann Michaels, Kenneth Joseph Michalowski, Brittany Jean Miller, Alexandra Elizabeth Millett, David John Milliston, Janelle Woodward Minor, Olivia Jane Monson, Jeffrey Montemeyer, Ryan Scott Morales, Catherine Jihui Muller. Mackenzie Lynn Mullen. Ryan Lawrence Mulvey. Alexandria Luciana Munoz. Christopher Aaron Munson. Josie Marie Muskie. John Paul Nash. Peyton Tyler Nazos. Joseph Charles Nelson. Ethan Isaac Nims. Mitchell Edward Noble. Benjamin Nolan. Carly Beth Knorr. Isabella Noel Noranti. Mary Jacqueline Obline. Sage Brianna O'Brien. Nathan Charles Oldall. Isaac Allen Oatsman. Adam Grant Olson. Mario Jr. Ortiz. Lauren Emma Otten. Elizabeth Claire Ozog. Micah A. Paul. Miranda Page Pikowski. Veronica C. Palmer. Tyler Robert Palumbo. Jerry Patino. Lauren Alyssa Patt. Brett J. Patton. Anthony Obed Pena. Benjamin Oliver Perez. Bonnie Lynn Perino. Bradley James Perry. Riley Bryden Peterson. Jonathan Cody Phelps. Marquise Cortez Phillips. Mary R.C. Phillips. Emily Marie Piasecki.
Lashana Nicole Pierce. Connor Philip Pearson. Ivan Pinnon. Natalie Louise Pitts. Eve Plocky. Raven Elise Poyer. Brian Edward Pulaski. Jacob Gregory Polglaze. Corey Pollard. Nicholas Stewart Poole. Joseph William Poremba. Grace Elizabeth Potter. Joseph Rhine Pounders. Olivia Rose Pratt. Lesia Prodasova. Danielle Verna Pugh. Garrett Pinkle. Vanessa Nicole Quiroz. Adam Joseph Radcliffe. Jalen Christopher Rawls Franklin. Jasmine Maisha Ratcliffe. Cameron Carter Rath. Jacob Edward Regan. Samantha Rose Reichel. Christian Lynn Rice. Ashley Jordan Richards. John Howard Ridley. Andrew Benton Rigazzi. Rebecca Bernadette Rimkus. Karina Rios. Francisco Gerard Rios. Autumn Rittenauer. Brian Jacob Roach. Brianna Rourke. Abigail Lynn Roberts. Stephen Kenneth Robertson. Ashley Elizabeth Rodriguez. Brandy Jasmine Rodriguez. Jose Melecio Rodriguez III. Brady Joseph Regner. Benjamin Raymond Rollman. Rachel Alexis Roschi. Chantel Lynn Rose. Alyssa Nicole Rudiger. Daniel Ortiz Ruiz. Noelia Janet Ruiz. Rebecca D. Rakowski. Kayla Elizabeth Saavedra. Olivia Marie Sacamino. Paul Ronald Sage. Samantha Jo Salmi. McKenna Ann Sanders. Samuel Stone Santiago. Haley Joan Schaefer. Michael Todd Shantek. Corey Elizabeth Shear. Eric John Schmidt. Gabrielle Page Schmidt. Grace Elizabeth Schmidt. Sarah Elizabeth Schmidt. Robert Allen Schneider. Justin Douglas Shoemaker. Zach David Schoonert. Catherine Marie Schramm. Cody William Schreer. Luke Andreas Roy Schumer. Matthew Jacob Schuler. Connor Timothy Schupp. Vincent Michael Schwartz. Zachary Alexander Schwartz. Brooke Ann Sefcik. Anna Marie Rose Seminary. Carter Jensen Serpy. Kurt Michael Sesko. Caitlin Kara Megan Sarah Sexton. Crystal Ella Shada. Caitlin Elizabeth Schaefer. Jonah Thomas Sheehan. Riley Patrick Shine. Annie Mae Beverly Shirley. Jacob Sean Simar. Aaron Sekou Simpson. Lamar Simpson. Haley Joe Sipple, Samantha Irene Sisto, Taylor Sliwa, Cole Philip Smith, Kamren Smith, David Matthew Snooks, Leslie Franco Soberanis, Joseph Walter Soa, Forrest David Reagan Spear, Zachary James Stearns, David Ronald Stefanski, Douglas Joseph Stefanski, Kayla Steins, Emerson Stenbeck, Catherine Ashley Storm, Jackson Daniel Stout, Kylie Elise Straka, Cameron Purnell Stubblefield, Jennifer R. Stummy, Brett Richard Sullivan, Emmett John Sullivan, Brady Michael Sveen, Emma Louise Swain, John Robert Swanson, Lauren Elizabeth Swanson, Christopher Adam Swift, Matthew Alexander Zarmak, Janelle Miller Taylor, Natea Latrice Taylor, Shay Lee Taylor, Cole James Teza, Emily Shugang Toos, Jessica Lynn Tierfelder, Malik Thigpen, Julia Rose Thomas, Claire Allison Thornborough, Matthew William Thorne, Jane Ellen Thoreau, Alessandro Antonio Tocci, Trevor Ryan Tomich, Sophia Grace Torreson, Jocelyn Mina Torres, Jorge Ignacio Triana, Matthew Edward Trush, Catherine Lorraine Turek, Emily Colleen Twyman, Sarah Elise Udoni, Zachary Ryan Vaca, Emily Marie Vanderplug, Alexa Marie Van Ord, Erica Jael Vargas, Austin Marco Vasquez, Lauren Arlene Vevoda, Natalie Ann Veraza, Christopher Charles Vertz, Nicholas Vincent Vizanais, Alyssa Nicole Veronic, Heather Walker, Madeline Walker, Jack James Waller, Olivia Jean Walsh, Daniel James Waltenberg, Colton Gregory Walter, Braden Scott Wamens, Austin Michael Weber, Lauren Taylor Weiss, Jenna Brielle Welch, Georgette Carla Wellnitz, Brooke Marie Welch, Allison Joy Wessel, Joshua Martin Wyand, James Kurt White, Jacqueline Ann Wilkes, Marshwan Lionel Williams, Elizabeth Grace Willis, Mireya Wilson, Taylor Bell Weiss, Travis Paul Werner, Christopher M. Wojciechowicz, Warren Walter Wolchuk, Samantha Lee Woodward, Tira Ann Wooster, Brandon Michael Wright, Emily Lorraine Wright, Shitsi Shu, Melanie Francis Zobler, Patrick Joseph Zaker, Dulce Victoria Zarinana, Eric Stephen Zavatsky, Stacy Lorena Zia, John Robert Zalonka, Eric Brian Zielsdorf, Amelia Rose Zietlow, David Zickel, Emily Hannah Zinkowitz, Paige Olivia Zirkel.
Mr. President, the Bachelor of Arts Class of 2020, congratulations.
And now, in closing, a few parting words to our graduates. I salute you, the remarkable Carthage Class of 2020. You've shown yourself strong, talented, resilient. You've shown yourself capable of persevering under pressure, of completing the game when the rules change, of keeping the show going on no matter what. Yes, an uncertain future lies before you, as it does for so many people across the nation and the world. The meaning and significance of these past few months cannot really be known yet. Only years from now, looking back, will we know what it all meant. For now, we know that we are simply in the middle of it, and we will find our way through it. That feeling of being in the middle, of not knowing what it will all mean yet, reminds me of some wisdom that Virginia Woolf shared in her diaries. She said, "The past is beautiful because one never realizes an emotion at the time. Instead," she said, "the emotion expands later, and thus we don't have complete emotions about the present, only about the past." For Virginia Woolf, the past becomes truly beautiful, and that is my wish for you for your days here. You have had wonderful days at Carthage. You are rightly thankful for the outstanding teaching, mentorship, and guidance you have received. I know this because so many of you took the time to write thank you notes to faculty and staff members, which were emailed to them only yesterday. Matthew Janota wrote to Stephanie Mitchell, professor of history, "Thank you for always pushing me while at Carthage and showing me that I have what it takes to succeed. You, along with the rest of the history department, really have shown me true value in life that I will never forget. I appreciate everything you have done to help me through my tenure at Carthage and never giving up on me, even though I was close to giving up on myself. Daphne Addison wrote to Kathy Myers, Hedberg Library User Services Supervisor and Student Employee Coordinator. I cannot emphasize how much I loved working at the library with you. Not many students can say that they are best friends with their boss. Working with you in the library gave me strength and purpose. You cultivated and encouraged every idea. I cannot thank you enough for all the experiences I've had. And Samantha Woodward wrote to Tim Bernero, head women's basketball coach. Thank you for making me earn my spot on the floor. This experience taught me more about life than anything ever could. It taught me how important it is to work for anything and everything you want. It taught me that having a strong character and positive attitude will take you so far in life. I truly don't think I would be the student, athlete, or person I am today without that experience. I'm moved just reading these, knowing your heartfelt feelings. And yet these feelings are only the beginning. Later on, you will look back on your Carthage days and know what it all meant, how those days were the beginning of the person you would become. All of us are so proud of the work you have done in the classroom, in labs in the library, outside of your coursework, and on the field. We know that remarkable days are ahead for you. We eagerly anticipate hearing news of your achievements and your impact as Carthage alumni. We know that you will take the Carthage ethos with you, viewing the world expansively and openly, making a difference in your communities wherever you go. I salute you, the remarkable class of 2020. Go forth into the world and come back and tell us the amazing stories of what each of you has grown to become. We know those stories will be beautiful, and we can't wait to hear them. We thank you all for participating in the virtual Carthage commencement exercises of 2020 and look forward to celebrating with you on campus at a later date. I cannot wait to shake your hands as you cross the stage. In the meantime, this is a tremendous moment for you. Congratulations on your extraordinary accomplishment. If you haven't already, see photos of your classmates in their regalia on Carthage's social media accounts and post your own with the hashtag Carthage20. To end our program, the Carthage Choir will perform the choral benediction, the Blessing of Aaron.